What's up, boys? Action Jackson here, and today I'm gonna film exactly what I'm eating a day on the cut. I know I promised you guys like maybe a couple months ago that I would go on a bulk for like a year, but then I was like, man, I'm sick of being fat. I mean, obviously I wasn't fat, I saw my abs, like I know how to bulk properly, but if you look at like what I look like now versus what I look like maybe 3 months ago, 2 months, peak bulk, we'll just call it a month and a half. You know, you could go on my Instagram and click on that post, peak bulk. But yeah, I mean, I'm going on a cut now. I've been on a cut for the past 3 weeks. My goal is in the next 6 weeks, I want to be 8% body fat. Right after that, we're gonna start fucking killing it. We're gonna get up to 180 pounds at around 10 to 12% body fat. So that's the goal right now. But right now I'm just breaking my fast with a cup of strawberries. You know, you could do like a kiwi, a piece of fruit, you know, blueberries, basically something light, like a simple sugar, like a fruit, you know what I mean? Honey has too many calories, you know, like you could break it with that. Bananas have too many calories, you know, stuff like that. But I'm gonna break the fast with the strawberries. These are really good, organic. When they're in season, you get organic, you get some really good fucking strawberries, so. I woke up at 9 a.m. today. I probably should be waking up earlier, but that's just what happened today. It is 1:45 and breaking my fast. 2 hours after I woke up, I drank coffee and I put half a tablespoon of butter in it. Basically, what that does is the butter is animal fat, saturated fat, cholesterol. Obviously, you want all that stuff, but the saturated fat is a super slow digesting thing, and it doesn't have any carbs in it. It's not going to spike your insulin, so you're still going to be in a fat burning process. But you know, I don't know if it's necessarily breaking your fast. It technically is, but you're not spiking the insulin. So that's like the most important part. That's why people can do a carnivore diet, eat 6,000 calories a day, stay fucking peeled, right? Personally, I want my carbs. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, just breaking my fast later into the day, 1:45, you know. That's honestly how you do it. And I'm the most productive in the morning. I'm the most productive in the morning when I'm fasted, and I just seem to get the most done. I'm just on point, my brain's clear, boom, 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 boom. And one of the cheat codes to waking up is wake up, don't go on your phone, go for a walk. I have a dog right here. I take him out for a walk, I get some sun in my eyes, you know, I get like 3,000, 4,000 steps. We're looking at like 15,000 steps a day right now. But yeah, on the cut, you want to keep your carbs below 100. You want to be eating 70, 80. I don't like to go above 90, but like sometimes it happens, you know? But 70 or 80 carbs a day, you'll start shredding fat like crazy, and it's not, you know, I think that's like your sweet spot, you know? Because you still want to be in a calorie deficit. You can't beat thermodynamics, but you know, a lot of people think they can eat whole foods, eat whatever they want, and just get like 10% body fat. That's just not how it works, bro. You still need to be in a calorie deficit. You still need to not defy thermodynamics, and yeah, that's how it is. But berries, very low calorie, very low carb. They fill you up. You know, you could be happy. Oh man, I love strawberries, bro. Very good, very good. Yeah, man. And what I'm getting at with the thermodynamics thing and still being in a calorie deficit, you want to lower the carb intake, right? Conventional methods, they'll tell you high carb, low fat. What that's going to do is it's going to make you feel like shit, right? That's when you get the low energy. That's when people start talking about, if you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna have low energy, it's gonna suck. Yeah, you're not gonna have as much energy as you do when you're eating a fuck ton of calories and you're in a surplus, but you're not supposed to feel that way, bro. You're not supposed to feel like complete and utter shit, right? If you're eating enough fat, and obviously you want to eat enough protein because you still want to build muscle while you're on the cut, which is possible, very possible. You want to be eating plenty of fat, plenty of protein, limit the carbs. That is how you get shredded quick. That being said, fat is really good for your hormones, bro. Your brain is made up of 60% fat. Your hormones are created from fat and cholesterol. Your nerves, everything, bro. Everything is fat related. So if you're eating a bunch of carbs, you're just gonna have a bunch of brain fog and low energy because you're not gonna have hormones, dude. So definitely that's the methods we do here. If you're not on it, bro, you gotta get on it, man. And obviously, I'm starting this thing up. I'm gonna do more educational content down the line, bro. I just want this to be a vessel for people to come in and just be like, oh, fucking mind blown. There's so much knowledge here. Am I the biggest guy ever? 100% not. Am I the most jacked guy ever? 100% not. I would say I'm very healthy, and I'd say I have a pretty good physique. It's not insane, it's pretty good. You shouldn't really be aiming for like steroid level physiques, bro. It's not what it's about. It's about feeling good. It's about having the motivation to actually have fire in your blood to fucking conquer whatever you're gonna do with your health, have high amounts of energy, get fucking to it, look really good. That's what we do here. So I'm gonna be posting more educational content down the line, and it's gonna be awesome, bro. But then now I'm gonna start cooking my pre-workout meal. I only cook on cast iron here. Definitely the move. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna cook a pound of ground beef, grass-fed from my butcher, and it's not leg day. Usually when it's leg day, then I'll throw in like a complex carb. But, today I think the fruit and the raw honey pre-workout will be just good. So we're gonna do just a pound of ground beef, and then right before the workout, bro, some raw honey, and then some mineral salt. So that's what we're doing today. The cup of strawberries should give us glycogen storage, and we should be good. So, start cooking. All right, so I just weighed out a pound of beef. I didn't record this part, but I transferred all my beef from a vacuum sealed pack. It was like 5 pounds of it into a glass container. So that's what we have here. But yeah, I mean, I got a pound of beef here. I just weighed it out. I personally just like doing burgers, smash burgers specifically. I mean, it's just easier. I just like eating them that way, But yeah, I mean, you could eat it however you like, really. And if you're doing like the complex carbs, usually I'll do a potato. I'm not really a rice guy myself. I really enjoy potatoes, but if you really wanted to, bro, you could cook up your rice, half a cup, however much you think is necessary, but cook it up, mince the beef, put it in there, put the cooked rice in there, let it all cook together, boom, you have a little bowl of food, Chipotle bowl, essentially. And like, if you really wanted to, bro, you could make your own guacamole, which is really not that hard. And then boom, you got a little Chipotle bowl going. If you're on a bulk, perfect, dude. You could throw some raw cheese on top. You're fucking golden, dude. It's good. It's good. It tastes good. So many people think eating healthy is about salad, chicken, bland bullshit. It's not, bro. It's about knowing how health works, knowing how your body works, knowing how your hormones work, and eating high quality food. Like, think about it, bro. It doesn't make sense to eat a bunch of fucking leaves that have no nutritional value, and then you smother some bullshit sauce on it with processed ham and processed chicken. How is that healthy, dude? You know what I mean? But we're so conditioned to think that's healthy. Ground beef has all the minerals, all the micronutrients, bro. Minerals create energy within. You know what I mean? The minerals are just the start of it, and then you got cholesterol and saturated fats. That is going to help your brain fog. That is going to help your energy levels a bunch more, because cholesterol directly converts into testosterone. And everyone knows when you have low testosterone, you feel like shit, you have brain fog, you're depressed, and you have no motivation firing your blood that you should have as a fucking man. So start eating more beef. You know, chicken doesn't have fat in it. And it has a little bit, but it's a super lean, dry, bland. I never liked chicken anyway. Honestly, it's not even that good. I love the beef. But for the longest time, I'm like, oh, well, I need to be getting 50 grams of fat in a day. I need to eat things like chicken. You know? So that's what I did. I didn't know any better until I learned, you know? Started eating more beef. Started eating less carbs. Started feeling way fucking better. Less brain fog. Started getting into the sun more. And that's another thing too. You know how, like, conventional methods, or however you want to call this part, they tell you that the sun is bad for you. It's going to give you skin cancer. You're going to get sunburned. Whatever it is. When they tell you not to eat stuff like this because cholesterol is bad for you, it's so fucking deliberate. So deliberate, bro. Because cholesterol is the thing that allows your skin to absorb the sun's nutrients so you can get tan and not get sunburned. And vitamin D is the most important vitamin of your life, bro. That is life. That is a life force, dude. And especially when you're trying to build something big and you're trying to be a good person, bro, you need as much life force as you can get, and you need as much energy as you can get. Because all that energy and life force equals something. And if you can spend that life force and energy into something, building something, it will equal whatever the outcome of your goal is by putting your energy into it. So you're cheating yourself if you're not eating this way, bro. Health is so much more than people think, bro. It should be your number one priority. It is your machine, bro. It's your vessel. What are you going to do if you feel like shit all the time, you're depressed, and you're unmotivated? You're going to fucking be like everybody else. You're going to smoke weed, right? You're going to be exactly how I was 6 months ago, smoking weed, eating donuts, eating pizza, you know, before I figured out all this shit. And, you know, obviously I've been training and working out for about 2.5 years, but, you know, 6 months ago was really my turning point when I looked at myself in the fucking mirror. And I was like, bro, you're fat as shit. You look like shit. You feel like shit. The fuck, bro? So, that's why we're here now. I just want to be the vessel so nobody has to go through that. I mean, you know, you'll probably learn more going through it and learning by experience, but, you know, someone like me, I learned a lot of lessons through my older brothers, right? They would fuck up. They would get flamed for it. And I would just be like, I'm not going to do that. I would look at their mistakes and be like, and learn from them, bro. I didn't need to have the painful experience, right? So hopefully there's more people like that can just learn. And, you know, it's all free. It's all on here. I'm giving it away for free. Might as well, you know? So that's all I got to say here. So I'm going to eat this pound of ground beef, smash it. In about an hour and a half, I'm going to take my pre-workout and we're going to go hit a chest day. So, hell yeah. He's munching too. Isn't that right? One thing I did forget to say is to go on a digestion walk. So after you eat a meal, just go out for a walk, get like 5,000, 7,000 steps, you know, something like that. But yeah, man, I'm out here walking the dog. I just took him off the leash just for a second because I trust him. He's a good boy, but you know, always try to get some steps in, and especially if you're trying to get 15,000 steps a day, you know, it's just what it is. So boys, on my way to the gym now, but I had a fucking manic chest day. I Had a couple blueberries, nothing crazy. Some raw honey and some mineral salt to give us the best pump in the gym. So on the way to the gym right now, and yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm in the gym. Cut's going really well. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm about to hit 30 minutes on the stair stepper. But that was a fire chest workout, man. That was fire. Yeah, man. Really all it takes, man. I've been cutting for like a month. And I'm already down to like 12% easily. Easily 12%. I'm like 170 pounds. But yeah. That shit. Alright, I'm about to hit the stair stepper. Catch you guys on there. I'll be back home, show you guys my post-workout meal. Yeah. Just completed the stair stepper. Shit was gnarly. It always is, man. 30 minutes on the stair stepper will really get you questioning, man. It'll really weed out the people that are truly disciplined and the people that want it. But, you know, we're done with that. I climbed like, what, 120 floors, it said. Burned like 250 calories. Hell yeah, bro. All right, we're gonna go home. I'm gonna show you exactly what I eat after a workout. See you guys there. Like if you want to get to 8% body fat, sub 10% or even 10% body fat, I would highly recommend just measuring and tracking everything. But like if you're just trying to get to like 12%, look pretty good, you know, build a lot of muscle on a bulk or whatnot, you know, I definitely on a bulk just eat as much as you can, eat a fuck ton of protein. You know, I just know how much protein I'm eating. I still like to track, you know, personally, bro. Like I just want to know for sure that I'm progressing, because if I don't track, then like I kind of just get stressed out. But a lot of people don't track, they see good results, but you know, after a while you can kind of eyeball things, you know. I also got pickles here. I'm gonna eat 3 pickle spears. Nothing crazy. These Grillo's pickles have good ingredients, so if you guys want to pick up some holistic pickles, bro, Grillo's pickles. Well, yeah. I try to get a simple sugar in right after the workout, because right after the workout, your muscle is super sensitive to carbs and protein. So if you can get simple sugars which digest quickly, they'll quickly absorb into your muscles. And while they're still sensitive to protein, you eat a bunch of protein. And the thing is about carbs is that carbs turn into glycogen, and glycogen hydrates the muscle, and the glycogen also helps the absorption of protein. So you can absorb the maximum amount of protein and, you know, build the maximum amount of muscle in the shortest time possible. So that's my method to that. So yeah. So right here, I'm gonna be weighing out 12.5 ounces of beef, and then I'm gonna cook that up along with 3 eggs. So eggs, bro, I personally on a cut, I keep my eggs for after the workout and for before bed, right? And the reason being is because, you know, eggs have all the fucking, every vitamin, every mineral, everything, dude. It has a ton of cholesterol, bro. It'll just help in your testosterone, you know, closer to bed when you eat them. It'll help you produce testosterone in your sleep. It'll help the, you know, protein synthesis while you sleep, which is the most important thing as a natural, you know, lifter when it comes to building muscle. So yeah, man, definitely pay attention to that. And you want to be getting most of your protein after the workout, and you still want to be getting protein before the workout, because the recovery process, you know, is still happening in the morning, you know, believe it or not. But also while fasting in the morning, I didn't even tell you this, but growth hormone is produced while fasting, so keep that in mind. Pickles, by the way, is like a cutting cheat code, because each spear has like 5 calories, bro, and like 1 gram of carbs. Literally, that's it. So if you have like a hungry stomach when you're cutting, which is always gonna happen, no matter what, pickles. Pickles, 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 man. Seriously, and protein, obviously, right? And personally, when I'm cutting, I aim for 1.3 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That just ensures that you still build muscle in the cut. You want to always be building muscle, though. So like when you're trying to get shredded for the summer, you still want to be building muscle. It fills you up a lot. You know, it's just positive. What I like to do once they get started, flip them, and then I smash them into the fucking cast iron. I didn't have a spatula earlier, so I couldn't really do that. But there we are. There we go. And that's pretty much it, you know, really that simple. And, you know, just to save time, I'll move the beef to the side. And then I'll grab my pasture-raised eggs from a small farm. And I'll just crack 3 of them. There we go. Make sure you're getting pasture-raised eggs, because the conventional eggs, bro, I don't know if you've ever seen like a truck full of those chickens, dude. They're just crammed in. They're pissing and shitting on each other. No fucking wonder they get diseases and they all die. And then the prices of eggs go up. Like, no shit. And no shit why these ones stay on the shelf at the same price when that happens. You know, it's just how it is, bro. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. Just 12.5 ounces ground beef, couple blueberries, you know, pickles if you want those too. 3 eggs, mineral salt, live pepper if you want. I haven't been really using that much lately. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You gotta keep it simple. And I'm gonna smash this, get the rest of my 15,000 steps right afterward. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when I'm cooking my eggs for tonight, or at least when they're cooked. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got my 5 eggs right here, all ready to go. It's about 10:30 at night, and I'm trying to keep it quiet because my dad is sleeping, and I live with him, so I'm trying to keep it respectful. Anyways, I'm about to slam all 5 of these eggs, go to bed. All the cholesterol, all the micronutrients are going to saturate while I sleep. I'm gonna produce optimal amounts of testosterone in my sleep. The protein synthesis is going to be insane. I'm gonna see more gains. I'm gonna wake up feeling energized. You know, it's awesome, bro. I love it. I love the diet, man. And I can't forget, I'm gonna eat a half a tablespoon of raw honey, and that will spike my luteinizing hormone. So I am also producing testosterone with the cholesterol. It's like a, you know, both of them work together at night. So wake up feeling energized, bro. Trust me, bro. And one other cheat code. Well, first of all, the blue light blockers, but magnesium glycinate, bro. It's a fucking cheat code to get insane sleep. But you obviously have to pair it with the blue light blockers, bro, or else you're doing it wrong. All right, boys. So if you enjoyed that video, that, you know, what I eat a day on a cut, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you're super interested. You know, all we do is just go over how to get in the best shape of your life, how to feel your best, you know, how to have like a really good mindset, all that good stuff. So if you're really interested in that, definitely drop a subscribe and check out my Instagram. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I love you guys. Take action, and you have a blessed day.